3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everyone, to the Briones Pickleball podcast. Super exciting podcast for you all. As you can tell in the title, we are opening our academy here in Arizona. BrionesAcademy.com. Go check it out. That's what we're going to be talking about on this podcast. And Caden,
boom!
What's up, dude?
What's up, gang? Welcome back to the channel. It's great to have you guys here. Now, of course, you guys are probably looking at me right now and going, "Oh, Caden, why do you need two mics? Are you special or something?" I am, but today we're actually introducing a new player and coach to the team, and we're really excited to have him. And without further ado,
wait. Before that, I don't know what can we say about him without giving his name.
Well, I'll be honest, he looks a little bit like me. I'll
definitely
give him props.
Definitely not height.
Maybe no, it's probably similar heights. But just a great person overall. I've gotten to play him a few times, maybe one time in a tournament, and
you don't want to talk about how that went.
We don't need to talk about it. But it was a while back, back when pickleball was just a game. Now it's a lifestyle. But no, great dude. Really glad to have him on board. He, like I said, looks a little bit like me. Probably a better version of me, honestly. Without further ado, should I get him in the chair?
Yeah.
All right, Sammy.
Sammy Lee.
Woo! Welcome.
Woo!
Thank you.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, this is Sammy Lee. Is it Samuel? Do you go by Samuel?
Sammy. My real name is Samuel, but
no one calls you that.
Does anyone call you that?
Yeah. At school maybe. That's about
like
the
teacher
extent of it. Yeah.
Okay. When you get in trouble, you're gonna get in trouble.
Yep.
Okay.
Does your this might be asking too much here, but does any wife or family members call you Samuel Lee when they're mad at you?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, that's good.
Really?
Yep.
No. Now I will say one thing that's that we do have in common here. All right, you might not know this about me, but your last name of Lee is actually my middle name. My mom's maiden name is Lee, L-E-E, just like you. So we're both Lees.
Hey.
We might be actually related.
That would be great news.
Right. And actually, does your dad speak Toisan?
What is that?
Never mind. Okay. Anyways.
You know what? My uncle, Bruce Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Is also.
That's also my uncle. Are we related? Bro, what's going on here?
Okay. Anyways, Sammy, it's good to have you, man. Really exciting stuff. You actually moved here literally yesterday. Mm-hmm. So if that wasn't clear, Sammy's coming on board and going to be coaching with us at the academy. So we're super excited to have you, Sammy.
That's right.
And you're coming from Minnesota.
Yeah, he left the beautiful state of Minnesota.
the beautiful, very great weather state.
Yeah.
Tell us about. You know what? Bias. I've never been to Minnesota. Tell us a little bit about there.
Well, I feel like one big difference from Arizona to Minnesota, other than the actual heat, is instead of in Minnesota, you go on vacation to your lake. I feel like it's like instead of coming back from the lake, here you're coming back from the mountains. I feel like that's it. But yeah.
Do you like that or no?
I like lakes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, lakes
I love
nice.
fishing.
So. Yeah.
Nice.
There's some good lakes out here, though.
Minnesota's great. Winters can get brutal, but
yeah. So what are we talking? What's brutal? I mean, I've never been there. Like what degrees are we talking
it lasts
about?
for a while.
Like maybe like 40 degrees. 40 would kill me.
Single digits.
Single.
Yeah.
Into the under.
Wow.
Into the negatives.
Yep.
Yeah, we can't do that out here.
And it goes till like February, March, no?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which is like
you'll get a snowstorm in March.
that's not okay.
Every year. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's messed up.
So Sammy, you came here, and we're super excited to have you on board as one of our coaches. And you come here. I think it was maybe 110 yesterday.
It was hot. It was hot.
How do you feel, man? You made the right decision or what?
Oh yeah, no, feeling great. Super exciting opportunity. I mean, the heat 110. I will take dry heat all day over humid 90s for sure.
I don't blame you there.
Yeah, excited for the opportunity. Drove over the last couple days, 17 hours first day, 8 hours second day. So a little tired, but we'll get things going.
Yeah, well, it's good to have you. Obviously, you play on the PPA as well, along with Caden. So
do you play any APPs or no?
I do.
Okay.
I usually just play whatever works with the schedule, honestly.
For sure. You're gonna keep trying to play some tournaments?
Try as much as I can.
Good man.
maybe I shouldn't be saying that, but yeah, main focus is getting things started here. We'll dive into it.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. Well, we got a great group of players to play with out here in Arizona. I think you're going to be pretty happy with the overall level of play out here. I know Minnesota's got some good players like Anik Lohani, obviously a personal favorite of mine.
Oh yeah.
Got the Alhunis who, fortunate enough to play with one of them this week in Bristol. But yeah, I mean, we have Argiga, if that rings a bell.
CJ Klinger.
CJ Klinger.
Okay.
We had a Riley Newman, but unfortunately Riley Newman has left us, unfortunately, once again. This time for New York. But we have some other good guys that I could probably name off.
Yeah.
But I think you'll enjoy your time while you're out here.
For sure. Super excited.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So
And we only have another month of summer, so
yeah.
it's gonna cool down soon, hopefully.
Yes, it will.
Winter.
Yes, it
Yes.
will. Winter here is very nice in the 70s. Sometimes 80s in the winter. It's kind of nice.
We love Arizona.
But I just want to, if those of you watching want any information, we're going to be talking about it. But any other information, just check out brionesacademy.com.
Boom.
This has been this has been in the works, Caden.
Yeah.
And Sammy, I know we talked months ago, but this has been in the works for probably over a year and a half.
Yeah.
And I just want to tell a little story. Maybe, I don't know if you guys even know this, but about 2 years ago, we went to Idaho.
Wait.
Right? It was 2 years ago. Yeah. When we taught the intensives, Caden.
That was last year.
Was it last year?
That was last year.
Was it?
That was last year.
Okay. Maybe it was last year.
That was last year.
So 2 years ago is when I started thinking about, so it's when my son Josiah started playing pickleball. And then there was.
Have you pause real quick? Just give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
I think I'm good. I think
Okay.
I was worried I had to sneeze there.
All
Go
right.
ahead. Continue. Sorry.
All right. So my son started getting into it at 7. And then when he turned 8, he started getting into it a little bit more. But when we're teaching our intensives, I can't believe it was only last year. When we were teaching our intensives in Idaho, there was a big tournament. Shout out to the national juniors. National juniors pickleball. I think.
While we were out there teaching.
Yeah,
was playing
and that opened my eyes to a lot. There was over 100 kids in that tournament, and balling out.
Yeah,
from 8 years old all the way to all the way
15,
up to
16, 17,
16. And Josiah really took it, and he wanted to take it seriously. So that was my first kind of introduction. It's crazy because as we've been doing all this content, Caden, and as we've been doing podcasts, we're so involved in the pro scene, working with players here and doing all this stuff. But I don't get to see a ton of junior stuff. So when I saw that, I was like, wow, it's really cool. So that's kind of where it sparked it. We talked about opening an academy. This academy is going to have adult programming for a lot of people in Arizona, but the juniors is something we're super excited about.
Yeah.
But that's how it got started. So we're super excited about that. Kaden, any thoughts on juniors and players you've worked with, and what are you excited about?
When I first started playing pickleball, I was technically a junior.
Yeah.
And so I think for me, when I played my first pickleball tournament, it was junior nationals, and I got to meet a bunch of kids who were my age who also loved pickleball as much as I did.
And back then the draw was
back then it was
people, right?
6 kids, now it's over 100, 200 kids, and it's crazy how much pickleball has grown, not only just in general but also on the junior side. There's so many kids now that their extra curricular activity after school is pickleball, and that's really cool. I never really got to spend that kind of time with pickleball as a younger kid, but as I've gotten older, it's kind of taken over my life. But as a kid, man, I wish I could go out there every day and play pickleball after school, or even do online school and really focus on pickleball. And that's what I see a lot of kids doing these days, and it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. No, it's super awesome.
Changed.
Yeah. So Sammy, you've been in Minnesota, and maybe we can get a little bit into your story, but you've been playing a lot professionally, but also you're teaching a lot as well.
Yep.
I know you're teaching a lot of adults, and we're going to be, having that kind of programming, but we're also gonna be hitting the juniors pretty hard with programming. What experience have you had working with kids in Minnesota?
Yeah, so I used to work at Luckshots Pickleball Club in Minnesota and Minneapolis, so shout out to them. But we would do summer camps for youth. So yeah, I've taught quite a few youth camps. First one I did was I put on just a free intro to pickleball youth camp, because back then, obviously, like Caden was saying, there were not a ton of kids into pickleball, but it's definitely grown a lot lately, and there are a lot of kids with a ton of potential, and especially starting at such a young age that most of these guys are now.
Right?
Soon, like in 15 years, all of the sports backgrounds for these kids are simply going to be pickleball. The best players in the world, I think. No, super cool to see all these younger kids playing, and this is where the sport's headed. So it gets younger every day.
Well, I mean, the sport is like, everyone who's coming into pickleball are tennis players.
Yeah.
In 10 years, 15 years, it's literally going to be kids who have been playing pickleball since they were Josiah's age, 7, 8, 9 years old, and just groomed into being pickleball players. You know what I mean? So in 10 years, man, the sport's going to look very different, but it's also going to be just as high, if not a better level than where it's at now. Kids who have been playing pickleball for 10 plus years and are now, in their older teens or even young 20s, I mean, they're going to be taking over the sport any day now.
Yeah.
Any day. I'm just waiting for Josiah to take my spot on the PPA tour. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah, he's getting there, and there's a lot of juniors here in Arizona, so we're excited to work with them. But as we grow, we're excited to maybe open up opportunities. For sure, we're gonna have opportunities for juniors to travel here from other places. So we're super excited about that. If you're interested in that, you know somebody that's interested in training with elite coaches, go to brionesacademy.com.
Make it happen.
But Sammy, I don't know, what you got a question?
Well, actually, I was actually kind of wondering. I mean, obviously you've just moved here. It's not a crazy question or anything like that. But you just moved here. But back in Minnesota, what ratio would you say you taught compared to played?
Ooh, that's tough. I mean, in Minnesota, I feel like there's seasons for both, since the winters and summers are so drastic. So teaching in an indoor facility when it's like super beautiful outside in the summer, sometimes it's a little bit slower in summers typically, just because everyone's outside. But I would say around 50-50 if I had to guess. It's pretty even.
That's good. I'm
Okay.
probably more at like 70-30, 80-20 on the playing side. But 50-50 is good. I know, well, like you said, Minnesota's got some pretty crazy weather, but I'll be honest, out here, even during the summer, pickleball's going. And all year round, you're going to find people playing indoors, outdoors, all of the above. And so I think you moving out here, you're going to find kind of all year round, you're like, wow, people still want pickleball. And that's why people consider Arizona a hub for pickleball.
And real quick, actually, a quick story on how you and I connected, Sammy. So those of you listening and watching, Caden and I do our 5-day intensives. We have a lot of fun with those. And there was one of them that you couldn't make.
Correct.
Right? So I needed to find someone. I don't know what happened, but I think it was originally, to be honest, Sammy, that original video that you did with Chris Olsen, I think, right on the backhand roll. And I was like, watching some stuff, and I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And so I reached out to you. I think from that. It
was funny. We were actually teaching a 5-day when we were like, hey, I was like, who do you have for, like this upcoming month? Like, have you thought of someone? And you kind of looked at me, you were like, what do you think about Sammy Lee? And I was like, wow, that's a really good option. I was like, I didn't even think about that, but that's a great play. Like, obviously, like I know, I've seen him on Instagram teaching and whatnot, and I know he does a good amount of it back home. So I was like, wow, that's a great play, Jordan. And as soon as you said that, I was like, yeah, if you can get Sammy, man, like that's a great pickup. And look,
I do remember that now. Yeah. So I reached out to you. You came and taught a 5-day with me. That was super awesome. Went really well. And yeah, man, we have a lot of similarities, I think, in coaching. Asian. Boba lovers.
Love dangerous.
But just in coaching philosophy too. And that's one thing, actually all of us, for the rest of the show, we're going to talk about kind of like our philosophy and why, what is going to kind of separate us from other academies, or just any teaching. And we're super excited about that. But in your eyes, Caden, we've talked about this a ton, and I want to get your feedback here, Sammy. Caden, number one, what is, as you're working and training with different players, what's like one of the main things that is really important to you when you're working with somebody? Honestly,
I mean, you guys hear me say it in almost every video, but just kind of having, clean footwork, to really make sure that, you're moving around the court properly and efficiently, and then honestly, like, you don't have to have, the cleanest technique to be a good player. You don't have to, have every shot in the game to be a great player. But what I will say is, if you're strategically smart, if you have good footwork and you're strategically smart on the court, knowing like, oh, hey, maybe I just hit a good ball. I should be either coming up to the net or even maybe kind of getting up on the net to try and look for something out of the air. If you can kind of figure those two things out, you can become a pretty good pickleball player pretty quickly. Yeah. And then from there, as you're trying to get better in level, I would definitely say technique, but started out with fundamentals, having a good footwork, understanding each shot of pickleball. Maybe it doesn't have to be perfect, but understanding the strategy behind it as well is a big part. Yeah.
What about you, Sammy?
No, I totally agree with that. I think footwork is one of the biggest things, because like there's so many people who will come up to me and their issue is their technique. They think their technique is all messed up, and then I'm like, well, let me see you hit a couple, and I'm like, well, honestly,
they're off balance.
yeah, like once you're actually on balance and in position with your feet, your technique is just fine and you're hitting great shots. But it's if your feet are all messed up, obviously everything else is going to get messed up. And I think like as far as coaching goes and getting better, I think just having the mindset of continually growing as a player, whether that's with your footwork or learning new shots. I think one of the biggest and funnest things that I think about pickleball is that the game is constantly changing. Yeah. Like 3 years ago, I could enter a pro main draw, and if you could just dink really well, you had a very solid chance of winning. Nowadays, if you can't hit a counterattack or whatnot, they will expose that. Paddles are changing. So I think always growing as a player, learning new things, having a certain player that you like to watch and mimic. And I think that's really fun part of the game.
Yeah. Good thoughts. At our academy, and we've talked about this a lot, but I kind of structure it in 4 pillars, and you guys maybe could speak to this, but one of the big things, it starts with that, right? Our footwork and our mobility, our movement. And then, like what you both talked about, technique is obviously really important as our pillar number 2. Number 3 would be the strategy part, shot selection, like what shots you're pulling, when. Sure. And then lastly, what I'm really actually excited to work with in our adult programming and also in our juniors is the mental game. Yeah. You guys know more than anyone how important that is, playing at the highest level. Oh yeah. And I'm excited to work with a lot of different players on that, and just specifically because you could have, and that's why it's really important. You could have like all these different pillars of the game, but if your mental game isn't there, it's going to be really hard to compete. Any thoughts on those 4 pillars, Caden, or just anything?
Not at all. I mean, the mental game, especially at the pro level, is probably the biggest part. And I think a big part that a lot of players are missing to get to the highest level of pickleball. But, it's actually a lot harder than you think. You can say as much as you want, oh, I'm a confident guy, I can, conquer the world. But if you're on that court, man, you can have one bad thought and it can, make everything else worse. So, if you're not mentally tough and you're, not really thinking about where your mentals are at when you're playing, you're definitely behind a step for sure. So
definitely.
What about you, Sammy?
I think mental game is one of the easiest things to totally forget about or not realize, whether that's when you're playing or you just step off a court, you have one of the worst games of your life, and you're thinking of all these shots you missed. And you're thinking of the reason why you missed them. And honestly, a lot of the times it's almost like a spiraling effect. You make one mistake, you get down inside your head. So you're thinking of,
like this.
Just, if you can't learn to control that and recognize it, like recognizing is the biggest thing. Controlling it is another. But recognizing that first, what's actually happening, that's one of the biggest things. And
for sure.
Pro pickleball it's no joke when it comes to mental game, because it's like you're hitting a plastic ball over the net. Seems easy. But then when you miss the easiest dink of your life, or you spike a put away into the net, like I've done countless numbers of times, terrible feeling. But it's just take those 5 seconds, get it out of your head, and for sure.
I also would add that, like, being able to, you use the word, recognition, right? Like, recognize what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, and being able to make adjustments. That's a big part of the mental game that I don't think a lot of people use. Like, if you can make adjustments during a match to then turn the tides or make a switch, that's a big part of your mental game as well that I don't think a lot of people take into account. We make our adjustments after the game, which, I can get behind. Recognition there is still good, but when it comes down to it in a tournament, once you've lost your game, it's not like, okay, well, I've made my adjustments, let's go back into the game. It's like, no, that thing's over now, So mental game is huge. Don't neglect it.
Nope. So I'm really excited. I just kind of wanted to show you, viewers, I know you may be interested in this, but we have a vision statement, mission statement, but this is just a really quick summary here. Basically our mission is to provide elite pickleball training through expert coaching, both in person and online, which we've been doing online a lot, but in person we've also been doing, while building a supportive pickleball community. We strive to help players of all levels enhance their skills and reach their full potential on and off the court. One of the things that honestly for me, especially with the juniors, that I'm excited to work about is also we're spending so much time with them, working with them, like you said, the mental game, but also off the court, right? Like we don't, something that's important to me, at least, for my son, and I would want this for others, is like to be like a good person too. And to actually, we've all ran into, or you guys played so many different players where, you've won or lost. And then, there's players that you just run into that just don't have the best kind of like attitudes
for sure
whatever. I don't know, what are your thoughts on that? And I think both of you, like watching you on a tour and me knowing you both obviously personally, but you guys carry yourself like really well on the tour, and you don't have any drama, and you guys are but you guys hold yourself well. What would you guys, or how important is that, like keeping your image not only for other people but just like the respect for yourself and all that?
I'll let you start. Go ahead.
Okay. That's one of the biggest things for me, is like earning the respect of players and people around. Especially being a coach makes it that much more important to have a good what's the word, just basically forget about that word, but getting people to know you as a good person is really important, especially when it comes to coaching. Like on the court, there are so many times where, yes, I feel like absolutely smashing my paddle on the court. So many times I do. But obviously not a great look. And especially when there's kids, like obviously pickleball, it's getting younger every day. There are, I would assume, a lot of young kids watching pro pickleball and all that good stuff. So, really having people know you as a good person is going to help all things in the long run for everyone. But
Well, I think one thing to kind of take into account is, at the end of the day, whether you're just another pro pickleball player or you're the number one in the world, or, you play pickleball and you do, the social media side of it as well, like YouTube or Instagram. I think you just have to realize that there are eyes on you. And when you're in a situation where there are eyes on you, that's where you have to be at your best. And I'm not saying be fake. I'm not saying, put up a face that makes people like you, but just overall, doing the right thing and, being maybe the bigger person at times. But, I say this all the time, and you guys might agree with me, might not, but, there are a lot of pickleball players who, really base who's cool and who's not cool based off of their play. And that's fine. Like, I get it. Like, hey, you have a respect for someone's game, but maybe that doesn't mean that overall they're the best person, And so I think as an instructor and a player, you really just have to find that happy medium of like, hey, like, how do I handle these types of situations, And if you can handle these situations well, it breeds into other things in life, not just pickleball. So there's just a general rule of thumb. Be a good person. That's, it's not crazy hard to do, but it's, I understand not everybody makes it easy. So,
and we all have our moments.
For sure.
I've, the last time I could say, and I remember this, the last time it was here in my backyard, there was only one person here, but the last time I smashed the paddle was probably a year and a half ago.
Can we get a name drop of who that person was?
Playing singles.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I'm trying. Have to get back to you. I forgot who it was. I'm trying to remember actually, but I just remember, and I actually kept it. I'll have to show it on next pod. Maybe you remind me. But I kept that paddle around to do it for some content sometime. Like, hey, but I mean, like you said, Sammy, like it's really. Or like you said, Caden, eyes are on you, and we get frustrated at times. So it's dealing with that kind of stuff, and I really like that.
Yeah.
So
well, one thing about Sammy and I that you guys probably don't know about us, but us Lees here, we actually both were baseball players too. Now,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't know. You seem a little chill. I don't know if you.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, but like I was a little bit of a hothead in baseball, and that definitely carried over into pickleball a little bit more. This guy seems like, he could take a ball in the dirt and the umpire called it a strike, and he's just like, okay. Like if that were me, I'd be probably looking at the ump being like, what's going on here, pal? Do we need to get our eyes checked? So, that being said, I just think as baseball players, we can handle things a little bit differently. And in pickleball, there are situations where we might feel the same emotion, but we probably have to handle a little bit differently.
Yeah, I think baseball, it's helped with hand-eye coordination and the
No
overall
doubt.
skills for sure.
Yep.
But I honestly think the part of the game where it's helped the most is literally a mental game. Baseball is the most frustrating sport you can play. I think it is the hardest thing to find success.
Yeah.
Let me know, because I played like little league like maybe 1 year. I don't have any.
I believe that.
Like baseball.
Yeah.
But like how is it I guess like how is it mental and tell me about it a little bit.
Let's start by hitting first. First of all, you're using a round object to hit a round object. That is very hard. You have 9 fielders that can make a play on you. So even if you hit the ball very solid, you still have a very low chance of actually finding success and getting on base.
Yeah.
But you find the best players in the league, and they're hitting no higher than 300, which means 3 out of 10. They're failing 7 out of 10 times, but obviously they're making millions of dollars. So it's hard. It's really hard to find success in
Just
baseball.
think about that really quickly.
Yeah.
You're succeeding 30% of the time. Most people would look at that and be like, that's terrible. Right? If you were to take a test home to your parents and be like, oh, guys, I got a 3 out of 10, you're probably grounded for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas in baseball, you go 3 for 10 and people look at you like you're some kind of god. In Major League Baseball, if you're a guy going 3 for 10, you're making 25 mil easily a year.
And
So,
it's also like a team sport too. Like if you get on base, right, that's a whole job of its own done. But in order to actually get you to score a run, which is the whole point of the game, your guys after you got to do it. It's very frustrating.
Very much a team sport.
Yeah. So what things from baseball can you kind of take over that's you think help you with pickleball mentality or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, here, you start on this one.
Want me to start? Well, I mean, Sammy already kind of mentioned it pretty well, but the hand-eye coordination. I think when you're swinging a bat towards a ball that's coming at you, and it can curve this way, curve that way, or just blow right past you. I mean, there's a lot of different things that go into it, but the hand-eye coordination, from baseball is definitely a big plus. I'll say this much, when people get bagged, I think people get angry when they get hit in the body. I personally don't really care. At the end of the day, I'd much rather get hit by a wiffle ball than a baseball. And I have some pictures of bruises to prove that. Now, of course, getting hit in the eye, maybe a different story, but, no, I just think overall pickleball is just a way more chill sport than baseball. Even with me competing, I just, I don't feel like I have to really worry about, what my team is doing. I get to focus on me and my partner, and so that, takes a little bit of weight off the shoulders. But definitely, I've learned a lot from baseball and have used some of the things from baseball into pickleball, but they are pretty different sports, technically wise, and just there are a lot of different things that are different. But biggest thing is hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, I think like there's three or a few main skills that are actually very similar fundamental wise. You've got like an overhead in pickleball is literally, when you think of it, it's the same as throwing
As
a
a throwing
baseball.
motion, yeah.
Just obviously not going to release the paddle. Unless your opponent made a brutal line call or something. I don't know. And then like fielding a ground ball in baseball, it's honestly the same as where you're catching the ball in pickleball off of like a dink or whatever.
Yep.
You want to catch it in that same spot every time.
Yep.
And
where
then,
you catch is pretty much contact. Yeah, contact point for sure, yeah.
And then even like tracking down a fly ball in baseball, that's the same as going back to hit an overhead. It's that drop step, run back, not backpedaling, getting behind the ball so you can get your weight into the throw or into the swing. So
I would totally agree with you, but I'm a left-handed baseball player.
Oh man.
So baseball did not help me in those regards.
Guys.
Yeah, it did not help me in those regards. But you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Oh, look at what we have here.
Okay, just a little website, a little sneak peek. Yeah, if you go to brionesacademy.com, we got all the info here. We're still making programming, so bear with us. We're going to have it really soon. But again, we're going to have weekly classes, do some tournaments at some point, clinics, obviously, and our juniors, junior and adult programming. But super excited. This is actually us, Kaden, teaching one of our...
Why do I look so concerned in that photo?
This is us teaching one of our 5 days, and this was a fun one, man.
Yeah, it always is.
This was a fun one.
That was a fun group, though.
So, so we're super excited about that. I got some questions for you guys, a little rapid fire.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Little volley firefight questions here.
Let's do it.
Okay, so here we go. No, don't look. Don't look.
Sorry.
Here we go. If you could dink or drive we'll say thirds.
Thirds.
You only
Drop or
drop or drive for the rest of your life, and you had to just stick with that. Which one would it be and why?
Who's starting?
You, Sammy.
Drop 100%.
What? Okay.
I'd probably go drop.
Totally.
Can I go drip?
Drip.
I mean,
drive.
you can.
I'm going drip.
So why drop?
It's
more consistent for you, huh?
I didn't play tennis when I grew up, so it was baseball and then pickleball. So yeah, you like to hit the ball hard in baseball. I could really never do that. I was just one of those bloop singles guy, get on base. But
You're a little slapper, huh?
Yep. Whatever way possible.
Ichiro style.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I would say my drop is way better than my drive. Simple as that.
All right.
Fair enough.
Kaden?
I'll go drip. I like a little bit of aggression.
Ooh. That wasn't an option, but we'll go for it.
It's an option now. But same here. Wasn't a tennis player at all. The drive's not bad.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
But the drive's not great, So
your backhand drive is good.
Yeah. But it's funny, right? Like in the matches that I play, like a lot of these guys have way better drives than I do. But like at the end of the day, it doesn't come down to just the drive, So,
okay.
I would go drip, just a little bit more aggression on than the drop, but maybe not quite at the drive yet.
All right. Dream partner for a doubles match. This is not like a real, it's not PPA, but it could be a celebrity, or it could be someone at the PPA. But dream, it could be a woman or a man.
Okay.
Sammy, dream doubles partner for let's say a pro-am or celebrity pro-am.
All right. Well, Caden's sitting right by me.
Wow.
But still, I'm not gonna say Caden.
Wow. Okay.
I'd be lying.
Yes, definitely.
Just had to bring it up just to shut it down.
I know this is gonna sounds boring, maybe not.
Oh,
but
I don't know. Let's see.
I'm gonna have to go with my wife, Aaliyah.
Okay.
Honestly, here's the thing.
Okay.
I
All
really
right.
like playing pickleball with her. It's super fun. We make a pretty mean mixed doubles team.
Okay.
But, okay. All right. Let me think.
All right. How about someone?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
we'll
go. I'll
we'll
come
go
back.
to Caden,
Yeah.
and you'll pick
Caden's
somebody
not impressed.
that's not your wife. Lee is great, but we're trying to be creative here, Sammy.
Okay.
Great answer there, bro.
My bad. My bad.
All right. Caden.
Anyways,
Go ahead, Caden.
I would either go Selena Gomez or Megan Fox.
Well, that is so random, dude.
Why? They were like both like one of my first like woman crushes.
Selena
you know?
Gomez
Selena Gomez.
or Megan Fox.
I grew up watching Wizards of Waverly Place on Disney.
Disney Plus wasn't.
Well, not Disney. No, not Disney Plus.
It was
just on Disney.
It was Disney minus then.
No, it was just Disney. Channel 290 on DirecTV. I'd watch that all the time. And then Megan Fox, just because like Transformers was like,
Okay.
or Natalie Portman, Star
Okay.
Wars. Oh,
All right.
Natalie
All
Portman
right,
back
Sammy.
in the day.
Who you got?
I feel like playing pickleball with Roger Federer would be cool.
Yeah. that would be cool.
Or some like pro baseball player, maybe like Mike Trout or
Mike Trout's a good option.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So who'd you say right before? Roger Federer?
Roger Federer.
Yeah, I've heard some things about Roger Federer.
Yeah. Like what? Good things?
Sure.
Okay. Anyways, most overused phrase that you hear on the courts.
Oh man.
What do we got, Caden? I know you could think of one.
Probably. Well, I have no problem with it, but most overused is "that's a bag," there was one point where like everyone in Arizona, like if you hit like a net cord winner, they'd be like, "Oh, you're like that's so smart. You're so smart."
Oh,
And
really?
it was funny at first.
Comment below, everyone. What's the most
Yeah.
overused phrase at your local courts? But
Yeah.
okay. All right. What about you, Sammy? What are they saying over there in the Minnesotas?
Man, well, that's a tough one. I feel like if I wasn't on the spot, I could think of a bunch. But here's the thing. There are so many times where people say, nice shot, when really you're just missing an easy shot. And I don't know if it's to
No,
make...
that's valid.
I don't know if it's to make you seem not as bad, let the opponent get all the credit. But like sometimes I feel like there's just a nice easy serve hit at you, you miss it into the net, and they're like, nice shot, like, or nice serve or something like that.
I never say that. That's my personality. I don't. I put it
don't
on
either.
me.
So you know what's actually funny about that is Grayson was playing in the singles match point open yesterday, the little cash game, and I went after dinner to just like stop by my.
Shout out to Grayson. He's in our videos and
Yeah.
he's going to be part of our academy as well.
Yeah, we love Grayson, but he was playing, and he was playing against Jackson actually, and I think he was down like 8-3 at the switch, and he like came up to me and he was like, "Any thoughts?" And I was just like, "Well, one, hit your serves bigger.
Yeah.
Two, prioritize your return when you're returning because your return's pretty small right now too. And the last one is stop complimenting the guy. Every time he hit like a clean winner, he'd be like, "Oh, nice shot, nice shot." Like, dude, you're playing in a tournament. Tell him he sucks or something. You know, like obviously you don't need to be a jerk out there, but like stop being nice to the guy. You know what I mean? You're playing for money here.
Yeah. I mean, money or not, I am not. It's not my natural tendency to be like, oh, great shot, Caden. I mean, how many times when we're drilling, I tell you that. I'm like,
Probably zero.
I say lucky shot.
Yeah.
Talking about lucky shot.
I probably hit a super sick shot, and they'll look at me and be like, "Oh yeah, that was lucky."
Yeah, Jordan and I drilled once. I hit like probably 7 ATPs. Didn't get a single.
Yeah.
7.
No
No words of
Wow.
praise. Yeah, I know.
Honestly, there were a lot. Do you
Okay.
remember that?
I mean, I don't remember 7,
I can't
but
hit
okay.
a forehand ATP to save my life.
Okay.
But backhand side.
Oh, this guy with his kids will be like, "Oh, I love you, son. Oh, great shot, son.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not my
that's
opponent.
amazing."
Not my
And
opponent.
we get on the court with him. He's like, "Oh, that's BS, man. That's luck. That's luck." We're like, "Oh, okay."
Anyways, here we go. Well, one shot that you wish you can steal from another pro player and just have the same exact shot. What would it be?
Ooh.
Caden. One shot, dude. Add to your game right now.
I would say I would steal Ben's forehand counter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a sleeper pick.
That is
Yeah.
a sleeper pick.
Ben, like if you
Wow.
ever consider attacking the forehand, it's just a bad idea. He sits on that so well.
But he sits on everything else too, so I don't know how that works.
No, but like, I mean, like, but that's what I mean is like, usually like if as instructors, we always tell people to attack where, right? And like, if I'm playing the left, which I have played a lot of this year, like one of the hardest spots to cover is like if someone has a, kind of a dead or dink down, in front of you, they can pull down your line, they can pull at your body, they can pull to kind of your right shoulder. And like, that is a spot you like never attack on Ben.
Yep.
You know?
Sammy,
Nice.
what would you? Which shot would you steal?
I would have to steal Anik Lohani's backhand.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, because
All right.
shout out to my guy Anik, but like
See, I wouldn't steal it because like I can play with him, but like
There you go.
that's
There
a
you
good
go.
steal,
if I had a halfway decent two-hander, like with Anik, it's
Like
next
like a
level.
driver and speed
Yeah,
ups.
drive,
Oh, drive.
like
Okay.
a third shot drive.
Yeah.
Then I might be half okay at singles, but without a good two-y, it's
Yeah,
very difficult.
Have you played with Onik before?
Yeah,
Like in a tournament?
yeah. We actually just did
Which one?
a challenger in Eau Claire.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep.
I love that.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Have you ever celebrated a point way too early? And tell me the story if you remember it.
Yeah, I have.
Do you remember context, kid?
So I was playing in PPA Newport with Zach Taylor, actually, against Rob Cassidy and Alex Newman.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not going to lie, Alex had kind of like hooked us on a couple of calls, and I wasn't too stoked about it. And there was one point where I hit a ball, and I got it down, and I was like, oh, that's for sure a clean winner. And so, like, as I hit it, I was like, yeah. And then, like, Rob, of course, like, dug some random BS out, and the point, like, continued on. And then we ended up winning the point eventually. But,
okay.
But the ref, or, like, Alex went to the ref and was like, oh, like, did you not hear him, like, scream, like, like, midpoint? And, like, typically, like, I'll be straight up. Like, if I know I, like, hindered the point or distracted the point, like, I'll always call it.
Uh-huh. That was not the
But
day.
because
huh?
I was so annoyed about his 2 line calls, I said, I didn't make a peep. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, hey, I will, and I'm not usually the type to like retaliate. Like, if you make a bad call, I'm not going to go and make a bad line call. But right then and there, I was pretty peeved.
Yeah.
And he and the crazy part too is like, it's not like he lost the point like a ball after.
Yeah.
Like
he waited till like way.
He waited till like another 9 or 10 balls, and then proceeded to try and call the ref and be like, "Oh, did you hear anything?" And I just looked at the ref. I was like, "Me no hablo."
What about you, Sammy? You got any good stories about that?
Not that I can remember. I mean, I'm simply not one to celebrate after a point.
Yeah, this guy's
He
like,
doesn't even-
I'm
doesn't
pretty
even-
chill on the court for the most part.
Yeah,
but I'm sure I've like thought a point was over after a shot and maybe like taken a step back, maybe to walk to the baseline, and then quickly after realize we're
Okay.
still going. But
All right.
nothing
So
that I can really remember.
he's got those JW vibes, dude.
yeah.
not quite that extreme. I'll get into it a little.
Okay. All right.
JW does yell. We now figured that out.
We did figure that out last week.
Oh,
roars.
I gotta
That's right.
see
He doesn't
that.
yell; he roars.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pre-match rituals. Any weird things like you kind of do that?
I used to have a special pair of underwear that I would wear on tournament days, but those had to get tossed in the garbage because they had holes in them. So now I would just say, making sure that pre-match rituals, I always eat like maybe like some yogurt and some fruit before I play, and then I always try and give myself enough time to get a good warm-up in, and then also meditate before I play.
You, Sammy?
I have to wear certain type of socks. I don't
like-
like wearing
okay.
those really thin type of socks or something.
That's fair.
So yeah,
I'm
comfortable
pretty
socks.
particular about my socks as well.
Yeah, I don't like eating before a tournament, or playing, so I just force food down me. But yeah, nothing too special.
Yeah.
I used to be the same way.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
It's nice to be light on your feet, when you're playing, but then like a few hours in,
Yeah, I know.
you're like pretty drained. You're like, oh shoot, I need something.
Yep. Oh, just a quick shout out. We're gonna get some match play in soon.
Oh, yeah.
So our other channel, Real Pickleball, go check that out. We're gonna get some cool clips on that, and and look forward to, or I look forward at least to seeing Sammy more on the channel. You're gonna see that on our teaching channel. Caden will be there too every once in a while, whenever he's not traveling everywhere.
Not going to Bristol, Tennessee.
Yeah, but we're super excited about that. Next one, this is a good one here. I like this a lot. If you can instantly master any skill outside of pickleball, what would it be?
Golf.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you'd probably leave pickleball to play golf to make more money.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I grew up playing golf. And I think just at a young age, it's hard to really connect and get into golf, which is why I eventually quit and picked up baseball. But honestly, if I was smart as a kid, I probably should have just stuck with golf and really taken it far. Because I mean, it was kind of like how Josiah's taking up pickleball now. You know what I mean? When you're at such a young age, it's I wouldn't say easy, but it's easier to kind of take that path through it. And I think, since it was kind of my dad's first love for, of a sport, I definitely would have had some pretty good backing and coaching behind it. So now looking at it, I mean, I just play golf for fun and it's a good time. But God, man, to think about how much money people make off of hitting a tiny little white ball off a tee is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But
It's hard.
It is a very difficult sport.
Very, very
it's a
hard.
very mental sport.
Yep.
It's probably more mental than, well, actually I can't even say that because golf is a very technical sport too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
one of those
What about
things.
you, Sammy? What would
One of those things.
one skill that you would master just for fun or something that would help you out in life, you think?
magic.
Golf is a good one. I rarely ever play golf. Been on an 18-hole course maybe
Do you
twice.
have clubs?
But no, I don't.
That's all right. We got clubs out here.
This might sound kind of funny. I might actually pick something like a useful skill cooking.
Okay.
I'm not very good in the kitchen.
I mean, neither am I, but
Me neither. I don't.
If-
you got a volley behind it.
Yeah, if I enjoyed it and I was if I enjoyed it and was good at making good healthy.
We're talking about master, so anything
Yeah.
you say, you would be.
You're trying to be like the next Gordon
That'd
Ramsay,
be sick, bro.
Would I do what he did, what he does, and do shows about cooking? Probably not. But
Imagine if you were just the best chef, and then you could just pull it. I'll just cook it, and it's
I'm
the
just
best
gonna
meal
cook a lobster
in the
biscuit
world.
tonight.
Yeah, so
Yeah. You know what? Useful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
See-
but
see,
who's
you
cleaning
approve.
it up?
Me, I guess.
Yeah, sounds kind of terrible, doesn't it?
Okay, ready? Here's a good one here. Zombie apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Try that one more time.
Zombie apocalypse.
One more time.
Zombies come. Okay.
Okay. Yep. Zombies are coming.
It's the end of the world. The A word, apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
There's 3 pickleball players that have to be signed on the PPA to take with you to survive for the rest of your life. Who would they be?
I would go Augie 1.
Okay. Augie.
2. Oh man, 2.
You got to be strategic here.
I feel like Ben's really smart.
Yeah.
Ben's not a bad option.
Yeah, he just.
I also
figured
feel
it
like
out.
Augie would sell me to the zombies to live longer.
You already picked them.
Yeah.
So Augie, Ben, and
Augie, Ben, and I'm gonna go Pesa for the vibes, even though he's probably dying in the first.
is it because he's the darkest, bro? What the heck did that happen?
No,
to
man,
anything, bro?
he'd just probably get hungry and then try and eat a zombie or something. and-
Oh,
yeah,
that might
yeah,
work.
Yeah,
Oh man.
knowing Pesa, he could probably rip a few apart.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, more for the survival instincts and just ready to go to war. You know?
Uh-huh. All right, Sammy. 3.
Okay, I'm going Ben Johns as well, for the same reason. I'm going Rob Cassidy.
Rob
that's
Cassidy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like he's a scrappy player.
He'd be a.
I feel like he'd be really good. Just
Yeah.
yeah. And then
It's not a
my last pick. Oh, who was it? It was actually someone similar to Rob, I feel like. No, I totally forgot who my last pick was. We'll go with.
Was it me? I'm just kidding.
Yes.
You'd be useless.
I remembered. We honestly don't even know each other that well besides talking a little bit at tournaments. He's from here. I'm gonna pick Craig Johnson.
Wow.
Oh.
Just to keep I feel like great smile, great guy.
He'd keep the positivity.
Exactly.
Yeah, it might.
You know?
Yep. And I
Smile at a zombie and it might just let him live. You're so right. That is not a bad play though. He's got
goes up to the zombie. I'm Craig Johnson.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah. Okay.
nice smile. He
All
would
right.
have his tanning beds though to hide in.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Craig. Thank you.
We love
Yeah, but super excited overall for the Academy. Again, if you want more information, go to brionesacademy.com. I don't know. Closing thoughts, Sammy. You're here. You've been here for less than 24 hours now.
Yep.
You're going to be here
for the rest of eternity.
For the time being, and we can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait to see this grow and you be alongside of that in the beginning stages. Next few years is going to be really awesome. I'm super excited about it. But anything, Sammy?
No, I'm super excited. It's gonna be great. Check out All Things Academy. We'll have updates coming out as soon as we can, and really looking forward to it.
Caden, you, man. I mean, you've kind of been in the know. We've been planning this. There's been ups, there's been downs.
Yeah.
But what are you? Any thoughts from you, man?
No, man, this is gonna be fun. We're hopefully gonna be doing a lot of big things coming up here. And obviously, adding Sammy is just a great addition to the team. I think he fits in with everything that we're looking to do. I think the hardest thing about coaching pickleball is not only coaching it yourself, but once you get to a stage where you want to grow, finding players and coaches that you can trust and also that are capable of doing what you're looking for. And it's a lot harder than I think most people would think, but we're just really excited to have you here, and I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And Bristol PPA Tennessee coming up.
Let's go. Who are you playing with, Caden?
Playing with Mota Alhouni, and I'm playing with Ava Ignatowicz.
Is that James's sister?
No, that's actually Ava Ignatowicz. That's James's. That's
Short answer, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But James is actually Ava's brother.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Clears it up.
Well,
Thank you.
Yeah.
that clears it up. Thank you so much. We'll be following you, Caden, on the PPA. Sammy, I know you're gonna go back. Oh, we didn't even mention grand opening. Thank you.
Oh,
Hello.
yeah.
Grand opening of the Academy is August 30th. Everybody. Wow, we should have mentioned that in the beginning.
Updates on Briones Pickleball on Instagram, YouTube, all of the above.
Briones Academy.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got Sam. I don't know your Instagram. What's your
You're gonna
Instagram?
say Sam Query. I'm like, what?
Oh, God, no. God, no.
Sammy Lee _PB.
Oh, and then
Alright.
Caden.
Caden Niemoff.
Oh, straight up, no underscores.
No underscores, no PBs.
Yep.
Just Caden Niemoff.
Okay. Thank you so much. Super excited. Stay up to date with us. See you in the next one.
Boom.